Today's video is gonna be very interesting and also lots of knowledgeable, guys. This is something we've never done before on the channel. You people know, right? We build gaming PCs or productivity PCs on a regular basis, like weekly or every 10 days you get like a new PC build video. But to be honest, I was actually kind of bored in 2023, guys. Making those repetitive builds or maybe following some sort of goals and targets, following step-by-step rule-wise procedure. I was kind of bored, and that is when I was thinking like, what else can I do, Hatke, to make the content much more interesting and fun for you people to watch also. And that is when I came around this what if concept and series. So this is like a brand new series on the channel, and over here in these videos, right, we will be doing something completely out of the box. That is something a lot of people would not actually go for, and that makes it like a very fun learning experience. You people will get to know about what if scenarios. For example, what happens if you pair like a super cheap graphic card with a super powerful CPU, or maybe if you insert like a very basic RAM in like a high-end system. This is something not everybody can do, right? Because if you're like an average consumer, you will only buy the proper configuration to get the best possible results. But me being a reviewer, I have access to lots of manufacturers, lots of brands, and you people name it, I can actually get that product for you people in the video. So this is gonna be like a very learning experience for you also. So today in this very first episode of the series, we will be pairing the most powerful Ryzen 7000 series CPUs available in the market right now with the cheapest and most affordable Radeon 7000 series GPU. It's like a very weird sort of combination, and a lot of people don't know what exactly happens if you do this, right? You people will get to see that in this video. So lately there's been this game called as Starfield, and it's been getting a lot of hype, guys. A lot of people are actually playing it. So recently I've been getting some comments from you people asking me like, Vimal bhai, can you actually build a cheap gaming PC, or can you actually suggest some budget sort of GPU to play 2023 titles like Starfield decently? And fun fact is, I haven't reviewed the Radeon 7600 on our channel. So along with this what if scenario, you people will get to know about the review, benchmarks, performance charts, and comparison as well in this video. It's full on learning experience from start to finish, so make sure to watch it till the end. And one more thing a lot of people don't know is pairing a very powerful CPU with an affordable budget segment CPU is actually like super valuable for all the creators out there. Because see, when you are a creator, especially in like productivity lineup, right, you mostly use things like Photoshop or maybe like video editing. You do a lot of 4K video editing, right? There you don't need like a very powerful GPU. A budget segment mid-range GPU will definitely get your job done. And since you're saving a bit of money on the GPU, you can spend your remaining budget on a powerful CPU. Because see, for these sort of applications, right, you need more number of cores and more number of threads. So that will give you double performance results. And today in the house we have AMD's Ryzen 9 7950X. This is a monster CPU, guys. Has 16 cores, 32 threads with a max boost clock of up to 5.7 GHz, and you people will get to see the performance of the CPU in this video. So that was basically the whole idea and concept of today's video. And since it's a bit different, right, I won't be doing the building and assembling procedure right now. I won't be showing you all of that. We'll directly talk about the test bench setup, parts and configuration, basically components that I'll be using today, and jump straight into the benchmarks and performance. First of all, let me tell you about the test bench setup we'll be using today. I've already told you about the CPU and GPU combination, right? We are going with an all AMD setup, pairing AMD's Radeon 7600 GPU with 80 gigs of GDDR6 memory with AMD's Ryzen 9 7950X, which as I've told you is the most powerful Ryzen 9 CPU till date. It's actually kind of crazy, guys, pairing a super powerful CPU with a budget segment GPU. But hey, who's stopping us? Possibilities are endless. Let's see how this actually performs. Keeping that aside, if you ask about the motherboard, I have used Gigabyte's B650M Aorus Elite Edition motherboard. And coming to the RAM is also obviously next gen. We're using Corsair's Dominator Platinum 32GB 16x2 DDR5 RAM clocked at 5200 MHz. Now let's quickly get into the benchmarks and talk about the performance. Starting off with some CPU related benchmarks, we have both Geekbench and Cinebench results on board. On Geekbench 6, the Ryzen 9 7950X got a single core score of 2957, which is an excellent score right now in the competitive market, guys, and it even takes a slight lead over Intel's i9 13900K flagship CPU. Coming over to the multi-core score, here we got around 18,753. Ryzen 7950X definitely packs a wallet with its powerful performance, but slightly falls behind the 13900K in this multi-core segment. What a heated battle, right? Going almost neck to neck. Now moving over to the Cinebench 2024, here we got a single core score of around 119 points and a multi-core score of around 1994 points. Again, neck to neck competition with the 13900K. Despite having a bit of less number of cores, Ryzen 9 7950X actually scored around like 32 points higher than the i9 in the multi-core segment. And not only these benchmarks, guys, if you ask about day-to-day performance, right, Ryzen 9 7950X is literally a beast, guys, a monster CPU is what I can say. No matter what sort of application or task you want to run on this PC, either it be gaming segment or even like productivity side, right, this CPU handles it like a champ. Let's finally see what the Radeon RX 7600 is capable of. It was basically designed for 1080p gaming at a budget price segment, so that is what we'll be doing. We will be playing a couple of AAA title games, and the most demanded one, which as I've told you, Starfield. We'll be playing this game on the GPU and see what kind of results you can expect. If you people don't know, Starfield is an open world game in the galaxy where you can actually travel across planets, explore and do all your missions. Kinda gives you that interstellar sort of vibes. Anyways, in this first test, we will be playing Starfield only, and we are right now playing it at 1080p resolution and high graphics preset. And mind you, FSR is off right now in this test. Now let's check out the gameplay. Okay, not bad, guys, pretty good results, I'd say. So actually, to be honest, I was not expecting this. Look at the CPU stats at the top side. We were getting an average of around 53 to 54 FPS at these sort of settings. Starfield, as I've told you, puts a lot of pressure on the hardware, and look at the GPU utilization, almost at 100%. But despite that, Radeon 7600 was offering a smooth and consistent gaming experience. And as I've told you, we haven't used any upscaling technology, FSR is off. Not just in the indoor situations, even if you go to outdoor maps with a lot of terrain, detail, buildings and characters, we were still getting similar sort of frame rate experience. Now let's try pushing the graphics from high settings to ultra preset, which is the max possible in this game, and still keeping FSR off only. There's around 10 FPS drop right now, but not bad, guys. I mean, at 1080p max ultra settings, you're still getting around like 43-44 FPS in this game on a 25,000-26,000 rupees GPU, guys. If this was the case with Starfield, you can easily play other AAA title games with a lot higher frame rate. Now that is something I can definitely say. Now one thing you might have to keep in mind is, since we are pairing like a very powerful CPU with this budget GPU, right? So that might also add into some extra performance. If you are using a more mid-range kind of CPU, expect a bit of less FPS while gaming. Anyways, looking at the gameplay so far, I hope that answered your question. Can it play Starfield? Obviously, and that too with some pretty good results. Radeon 7600 handles Starfield very well at 1080p resolution, both at high and ultra graphic settings. Though I would suggest you to play it at high settings only if you want to get like a consistent and smooth 60 FPS results. Now moving on to other games, let's also play Spider-Man Remastered. This also we are playing at 1080p maximum graphics with both ray tracing and FSR off. And holy moly, look at those FPS, guys. On an average, we were getting around 125 to 130 FPS and sometimes even touching around like 150 FPS. Muska gaming performance, guys. The model we are testing right now is a reference edition card from the company with dual fans on board, and thermals are also not bad, well under control only, fluctuating around 77-78 degrees centigrade. Quickly enabling ray tracing at the same settings, 1080p resolution only, gave us around 60-65 FPS. Now this is definitely a big drop in the performance, and in games like Cyberpunk 2077 it's even more harsh, guys. You are roughly getting around like 28-30 FPS. So if you compare it with the competition right now, which is RTX 4060, Radeon 7600 definitely shines in the regular 1080p gaming. Goes neck to neck with the RTX 4060 8GB for almost 5000 rupees less price point. In few game titles, Radeon 7600 takes the lead, and in some other titles, vice versa situation. But if you ask about the ray tracing performance, strictly speaking, 4060 still offers a bit of better results only. But one major thing what I've observed with budget gamers out there is, A guy buying a GPU for maybe like 1080p gaming on a tight budget, maybe around say 25-30,000 rupees, right? I'm pretty sure he doesn't play games with ray tracing, guys. He doesn't want to sacrifice that smooth gaming experience for extra graphic details. This is a fact that I've seen with a lot of gamers out there. If he really wanted to play with ray tracing and get that beautiful sort of graphics, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't invest on a budget sort of GPU. He would go for something more expensive and premium. So if you remove that aspect, right, Radeon 7600 is much more value for money is what I can say. Because the performance difference between both the cards is less than 5%. So you're getting almost similar sort of results for 5000 rupees less price. What more can you ask for? And not just 1080p, you might ask about 1440p experience. Yes, you can do a bit of entry level 1440p gaming, I would say, on the Radeon 7600 with some adjustment in the graphics. So that was pretty much it, guys. This is what I wanted to show you people in this video, featuring AMD's Radeon 7600 and also their Ryzen 9 7950X. What should we try out next time? If you people have any sort of questions, or if you want me to try out something new next time, definitely let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. So that is pretty much it. Time to wrap it up. I hope you all enjoyed watching the video. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel for more such interesting content. And I'll see you all in my next one.